back. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I'm slowly recovering from my cold. I went to the doctor and got some medication, and that was about 3 or 4 days ago. And then finally this morning, I'm feeling a little better. May not sound any better, but I'm feeling a little better. And one of the things I thought about when I was resting is this guy right here. I belong to a system called free cyclers on the internet, where people exchange things that are heading towards the trash that are still good. And so I put out a request, this was about a week ago before I got sick, for one of these little boxes. And I'm going to tell you what this box is. You probably recognize it, although the box doesn't tell you a little bit. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit more so you can see the box a little bit more. Back about, 10 years ago or so, the government, in their infinite wisdom, decided they would make everybody's analog TV obsolete. So they went to digital signals for TV transmissions. And the reason they did it is because the band was getting real congested using analog signals because they took a lot of bandwidth. So they thought if they converted over to digital, then they could pack the stations closer together and therefore get more stations on the air. And by doing that, then you'd have to use a digital receiver. So to help those people, which were most people, to get their analog TV working again, they came up with these converter boxes that would convert from your antenna the digital signal to an analog signal, which you could plug into the back of your analog TV. And in order to make it affordable, they charged $40 for this very basic model. There were several models, some of them very fancy. This is a very basic model. And then they gave you a coupon for $40, so that basically it was free. Excuse me, I have to pause because my breathing is affected by this cold. So I had purchased, many months ago, a HD TV antenna. It was on sale, and I had a grand idea that I could use it on my scanner radios. Well, it was a flop. And probably the reason it was a flop is because it had a built-in preamplifier with a set of filters to only allow the signals that was in the TV band to come through. So consequently, the signals outside that, which is what I wanted to listen to, didn't come through. So it was a flop. I still have it. It's still installed, still working as far as I know. So I saw a YouTube video early last week before I got sick, and the guy demonstrated that he was receiving long-distance TV signals and decoding it, which it would be called TV DXing, listening to TV stations over a long distance. And he typically was receiving stations very clear 800 miles away. And digital TV now, unlike analog TV used to be, analog TV, you could get weak signals. And it'd be a lot of snow and fuzz, but you could still get it. You could still see what was going on. You could hear the audio. When they went to digital, it was like you either get the signal or you don't. Or you get a picture for a second and it's gone. So it's not snowy or fuzzy or just, it might be pixelated, but it's either there or it's not there, basically. So this gentleman showed that he was receiving long-distance TV in the United States using an SDR, a TV dongle. Now, I don't remember, except for one program, a software program that would work with a TV dongle in the United States that would receive TV signals. Now, the original dongles were made for TV in like Europe, which is a totally different system than the United States. I do remember trying one program that would do that, but it would only give you black and white, and I think there was no audio because it just didn't have enough computing power. So I just said, that's kind of useless. This guy was showing videos where he got color, good quality color, and good audio. Now, I haven't gotten back to him to see exactly what his setup was. But to my knowledge, and my knowledge is limited, I don't know there's a program that will do that right now. That is, over the air, receive TV stations long distance. I'm talking 600-700 miles away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. Now, I'm a member of something called Free Cyclers, where people recycle stuff. And they have a, I think it's a Yahoo group, and this is all over the United States, and maybe all over the world. And then you find ones that are local to you. That's typically how you do it. And you can, if you got something like this, and you don't ever plan on using it, but it's still good, you can put it on there and say, here's something I'm offering if somebody needs it. Or you can do the reverse. You can ask for something. So I said, okay, this last week, before I got sick, I said, I want to see if I can find one of these old things, one of these old converter boxes. And sure enough, after a couple of days, someone responded that they had one new in the box, never used. And so I was just getting my cold. That was on a Saturday, and I told them, I can't pick it up Saturday, I'll pick it up Monday. I couldn't, and then I had to tell them Monday that I was still sick. So finally Tuesday I just got up enough courage and went and picked it up. So here it is. I haven't done anything with it. So my plan is to take the HD TV antenna that is basically just sitting up there doing nothing, hook it up to this, hook it up to a monitor, and see what kind of signals I can get that way. Then I will continue to search for this program that will work with an SDR that will receive those signals. I haven't got any feedback from the gentleman that posted those videos, so I'm a little concerned. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Again, I've got a lot of projects. I want to thank everybody that gave me, get well messages. Today is the first day I started feeling better after taking the meds for 3 days. That they have side effects. And I also want to thank everybody that gave me suggestions on video editors to add a lead-in, like I did with the letters here, a lead-in to my shows, and to add some annotation to my shows making corrections. As I mentioned before, one of the problems I have is the editors I used to use, either I don't have access to anymore, or I don't have computers powerful enough to run those editors. Because when you're doing video editing, it takes a fairly powerful computer. So I'm working on that. I'm going to have to stop now. I'm getting tired. So I will continue to get better. And see, today's Friday. Maybe tomorrow I'll do some other shows. Maybe I'll have this hooked up and show you what progress I made. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.